What do you do when God says, not yet? You prayed, you prepared, you even stepped out on faith, and now you're stuck waiting. Feels like everything's on pause. The opportunity, the growth, the breakthrough. So now you lead in a season of delay. This is Lead in 10. I'm Chris Moore, and today we're diving into the challenge and the gift of waiting well. Psalm chapter 27, verse 14 says, "Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." David knew what it meant to wait. He was anointed king, yet spent many years running away from Saul. He had the promise, yet he faced delay after delay. And what does he say? Wait on the Lord, be of good courage. He will strengthen your heart. Waiting is not your punishment. It's your preparation. We don't like to wait. We want to progress. We want momentum. We want the doors to open right now. But leadership, especially spiritual leadership, often requires patience we didn't know that we needed. Because seasons of delay, they're not wasted seasons. They are the very shaping seasons that we need. So what does this say about us? Well, first, it says we're impatient. We equate waiting with losing, especially in business. We think that if it's not happening fast, then it's not happening at all. But God's timeline, his is different from ours. He's not working on the outcome. He's working on us. And what does this say about God? It shows us that he is faithful in the delay. He's actually strengthening you. He's refining you. He's positioning you, preparing you for what's next. Waiting isn't a passive action. It's active trust. Here's the danger. When delays come, we're tempted to force outcomes. We try to manufacture results instead of waiting for God's timing. But forced outcomes, that's when we carry a heavy cost. Think about Abraham. God promised him a son. And when the delay stretched out too long, he and Sarah, they got impatient. They took matters into their own hands. And the fallout from this lasted generations of strife. But what God promises, he performs. It's just always on his schedule, not on the one that we want. It's not ours. Maybe right now you're in that waiting season. You're waiting for a promotion. You're waiting for a breakthrough. You're waiting for clarity about something in front of you, and maybe you feel like absolutely nothing's happening. But trust me, if you're waiting on God, you're not wasting your time. And I know you feel like it, but you're not, because he's doing more behind the scenes than you can see right now. When you look back after his provision, you'll see his care. You'll see his action through all of that. Right now, he's strengthening your faith. He's enlarging your capacity to handle what's coming. And he's aligning all these pieces, the pieces we can't see. And when his timing comes together, it's going to happen fast, and it will be faster at that time than you can even imagine right now. So what does this mean for leadership? Wait with expectation, not frustration. That's hard. That's really hard. Waiting doesn't mean that you don't do anything. It means that you're staying faithful to the last instruction that you got from God, what he told you to do, while you're trusting him to open the next door at the right time for his plan. It means preparing like it's coming, even when you can't see the signs yet. Think about it. Farmers don't dig up the seed every day to see if it's growing. They water it. They tend the soil. They trust the process. And leadership is the same. You stay faithful in the unseen, and God brings the harvest in his time. Delays, they develop you. They teach you perseverance. They deepen your dependence on God. And here's a leadership secret that most people miss. The skills and character you build in the waiting season, that's exactly what's going to sustain you when you get to that promotion season, when you get to what you're yearning for, what you see God has for you. But if you skip the process that God is putting you through, then you miss all that preparation. So let me encourage you today. Don't rush what God is developing in you. Don't shortcut the growth. He's cultivating. He's growing something within you. And don't despise the small, very, very slow days where it seems like nothing's happening. Because every day you remain faithful, doing the things that God has asked you to do right now, you're being strengthened for what's next. So here's your challenge for today. Write down one thing you're waiting on. Just one thing you're waiting on, and then beside it, write one thing that you're grateful for while you're waiting. Shift your focus from being frustrated to being prepared. Focus on preparation for what God has for you. Take yourself from that impatience to a mind of gratitude, because gratitude turns waiting into worship. Be thankful for what God has already given you and for what he will give you. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absent. And waiting is not wasting, as long as you're doing what God wants you to do and God is working, even when you can't see it. This is Lead in 10. I'm Chris Moore. Now go lead with patience and trust that what's ahead will be worth your wait. If this helps you reframe your waiting season, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe so you don't miss what God's teaching us next, and share with someone you know who feels stuck right now, and remind them that the waiting is working. And I'll see you next time.